Okay, and we are recording. Okay, greetings, Cyclopeans. This is Nintendo Cyclops, and I am back with Luigi's Mansion. Uh, I really hope you can hear me over that fan, and I hope you can hear the game. Well, probably can't hear the game over, but at the very least, I hope you hear me over it. In the last episode, we captured a few boos, as you can see as you can probably see in the bottom corner, that little counter, and we also had a encounter with ghosts that are only able to be seen through reflections or something that projects things. In this case, it was reflections, and we found out about these little guys, which are elemental ghosts. They're basically just ghosts that come out of elements like water, fire. I believe where we left off was we were trying to light these candles to get out of the room, but I cut the video off, and since this is a different sitting than last time, yep. Okay, so what would have happened is whenever we entered this room from the last episode, should I have been, still recording in that sitting, this door would have been locked by those weird spike things. It's like catching these guys. It's really good because for some reason, I'm low on health from the last video. I think I got punched at some point, I guess. Yeah, so like we would have been locked in that room from those weird vines that grow on the doors. And after we light up all the candles in that room, we get the key to this laundry room right here. So, from that point, it's just kind of the same thing as you would expect from any other room. Suck up all the ghosts, light the place up. Except now, since we encountered since we got out of that reflection room, grabber ghosts more often than not will hurt you, instead of just kind of being annoying, like this guy. I think the kind of pinkish white grabber ghosts are harmless, they just get in the way, and then the other colors are not good for you. Stupid boo ball. Anyway, there's a boo in this room, so we can... His name is Boogie. And I know now that we caught a boo, I'm going to point this out. I know you haven't or you probably can't, more than likely cannot hear the music from whenever a boo pops up, but it is one of my favorite tracks in the game. I recommend you look it up. I'm pretty sure it's just Luigi's Mansion Boo Encounter is the name of the thing. I believe this room is our introduction to green chests, which are just loaded with money whenever you find them. I don't think you can... well, actually, I think pretty much everything in this game comes from clearing the room, but I think sometimes a green chest will have a different requirement to pop it up. They're not in every room. It's not like a weird Easter egg kind of treasure hunt thing you have to go through. Now, that's a spooky spirit's job. But, they are really good if you're going for that rank at the end of the game, as is just checking any random thing you find, I guess. I suppose, however, I can get this guy out of the way before we go heading off anywhere. So you may have noticed that those candles that were just kind of floating in the hallway. Well, if we go over to them and light them up, I'll be there momentarily. One moment. We get, I believe, my brother's favorite ghost in the game. Who, ironically, is scared of fire despite the fact he has candlesticks with him at all times. Don't know why. Goofy character. I don't remember this guy's name. I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember any of the. I really don't remember any of the ghost names. The only ghosts whose names I can really remember are the ones we currently have with us. I mean, I know Neville and Chauncey. That was it. Didn't remember her name, which was Lydia apparently. I believe there's something in here. Yep. Bucket in the lower left of the room is the has that thing. Okay, so we come here, and I guess this is a place the butler would just mock his superior. I guess, I don't know. He just kind of comes into this room and does a weird little, very clearly mocking dance of some sort. Oh, got him. What was his name? His name was Shivers. He wanders the house, endlessly searching for his master's will. He hopes he's included in it. He was 72 years old. On doing that, we get this key, which I think bounced one more time than it usually does. And it goes to a room up there. I do remember that room's name, kind of. I think I have it. This guy's name is Peekaboo. Okay, so now that we're heading off, there is a boo that I haven't really caught yet since I started this game up and I walked around to see where I was exactly in the game. Because like I said, this is a different sitting than whenever I last recorded. You know, I don't have 100% memory of exactly where we were, or I didn't have 100% memory of exactly where we were. I just knew we were in Area 2, so I had to swap out the memory card and get everything else kind of prepped before I started this. Don't worry, I will be going back for that boo, and I actually, now that I think about it, there's a certain area later in the game that it's kind of weird on how you have to get to it, but I will be getting that too. I think this will be like the first game, both the first Let's Play on the channel and the first thing I 100%. I'm not sure how many games I'm going to be going through 100%. I think it's just going to be ones that I personally know enough to go through. Screw it. I'll go for that guy later. But in this little conservatory, we have probably one of my best things in the game. So since you more than likely can't hear it over the fan, to get the... If we look here, we can see that there is a ghost. Yeah, there's a ghost here. But clearly we can't, reveal her with the flashlight. So what we gotta do is we gotta go around and get all the music started up. And it is the Super Mario Bros. Theme. So I do remember her name. She even says it. She says, "My name is Melody. People call me the spectral beauty of the Ivory Keys. What a stirring performance. I haven't been so charmed by a piece for ages. You must have a delicate ear for music. Would you like to listen to my piano sonata?" Well, here I go. Okay, so she's going to play a classic Mario theme, and this is basically like a quiz show. So, okay, I had to be quiet there to listen to the theme. And she will either ask you what game it was, or what you think the composer had in mind when writing it. And the latter question, you kind of have to know what area or what stage background the thing takes place. It was the water theme, so I had to select the water. If you get it wrong, she'll just like punch the freaking piano. And you want to know what our reward is for getting it right? Death by 100 paper cuts. That actually sounds really, really awful. Okay, jeez Louise. Thank you. It's true, it actually is harder to catch these guys whenever you are, whenever you're Let's Playing rather than just playing the game by yourself.
Somebody needs to put time out.
Okay. Be right back. Well, I'm going to check if the video is still recording real quick. It is. Sorry about that, I had to go and put the dog out, put one of our dogs outside. Oh sweet, found him right off the bat. Boomio. I'm mostly going to try to just, like, with boos, I'm mostly just going to, like, read their name. Mostly because I actually don't know every boo name in the game. I never really bothered to read the name. I might find some I find funny now. Because every boo's name is a really, really bad pun. Just, if they can even roughly fit boo in the name of, like, something, they've put it there. Okay, so the conservatory key gave us almost a freaking slip. As you can see, middle of the room, we have a very fat ghost. There is no sugarcoat. He is just fat. And I don't remember his name exactly, but I do know that the way the guy died is that he ate. He like ate so much, I guess his stomach exploded or like something like that. He basically ate himself to death. And is still eating. Just because he loved to eat. I actually forgot that the Speedy Spirit was in here. I think I went over Speedy Spirits, but just in case I haven't, Speedy Spirits are a one-shot thing, if you find them. like if you spot one, you better catch it then, because if you try to get it, because if it gets away, you have to reset the file, and you know, just take a long process to get stuff done. Okay, so what we have to do to get this guy to expose his heart is suck the food off of his plate. Doing that, we'll get him mad. You can suck up these butlers. I've never seen them actually. Whenever you yeah, so you can't suck up his butlers. But what you, or to like make them to where they don't put more food on his plate, you can just do what I did there and keep on vacuuming until, they skip a beat, and you'll get it done eventually. Anyway, so after we're done, so whenever you do that, you have to kind of avoid the guy. You have to avoid the guy's pretty sure it's vomit in the form of fire. Whatever he ate to get that, I'm not sure. I am not getting the gold on this. The first spit, or the first fit of vomiting, is the longest. I guess it's kind of true to life if you eat too much. Not here. Here. Bodacious. Damn. I'm not letting the guy get away. This can happen. Like, I don't think it's happened to us yet, but boos will go through walls to get away from you. And frankly, they can be really annoying. Okay, he went into a different room. He either went up, back, or back into the room we were just in, or into that room, into that dark room to the upper left of us. I'll check over here. Maybe he went up. I've taken a beating. Nope, not here. Okay. Oh crap, he also could have gotten down too, and we can't even access the basement yet. That can happen. Don't worry though, it's not permanent. You don't have to remember where a certain boo went earlier in the game and cut him off afterward. Every time you start up the game, the boos you haven't caught will go back to their original rooms. Which is nice. You don't have to worry about a boo getting away to like an area you can't reach, saving, and then having to remember that particular boo later. Wait, did he even go back in this room? No. So he went to the basement. Where? Oh, there's a pan coming out of my head. Okay, so in this room, we basically just gotta kind of survive hands flying at us for a little bit. There are ghosts here, but I recommend you get the pans all done with first, because if not, it's gonna be ridiculously annoying. And you can just because it was the GameCube and they couldn't really blend that stuff in too well, I assume. You can see what stuff is going to be flying at you based on which ones are brightly rendered. I think there's a speed of spirit in this, actually. Oh, no. Here? Good thing I checked. I don't really... Okay, so this fridge, kind of a jerk, because whenever you inspect it, if I were to have gone up to it and actually hit the A button on it, I would have been smacked right in the face with the, by the fridge. But inside of the fridge, we found a new ghost. A ghost with an element inside of it, rather than a ghost that is an element. So sometimes you'll find a ghost with like a ball of fire in it, or in this case, ice. Whenever you find those, you basically have to kind of go with the rock, paper, scissors elements of the elements in this game, which, you know, you would expect is fire beats ice, water beats fire, ice beats water. See what's in here. Oh, this guy's name is Booligan, by the way. And like Bodacious, he didn't get away. He needs to take a tip from Bodacious on how to escape once he manages to get out of the poltergeist. If he manages. He won't. Okay, so clearing this room got us a new element medal. Water. Pretty self-explanatory. Basically, we can now approach something that has... We can now approach water in a water element ghost. In a water element, the ghost will pop out. You know, they come from things like sinks. Fortunately for us, there was a sink right there. So we used to open the door. Okay. Okay, so first things first, there's a seed out here. You want to be sure to water this the moment you see it, or at least before you clear this section of the game, because that is kind of important for the 100% thing, like in the game. It's kind of a sneaky thing that they added in. Oh, right. So, as we enter here, we'll notice a sign. The sign reads, "Here lies Mr. Bones. Quiet." And unfortunately, we have a little dog here. It says woof woof woof. Okay, so what we need to do here is we need to lure the dog over here, dodge his big stupid maw. This is one of the only, like, this is one of the few dogs that I hate, because of his big freaking dumb head. Anyway, so we get a new ghost type here, which is basically, I believe this ghost type really is just called Mr. Bones. And they're kind of like the ghosts of dry bones, I guess. Dang it. Anyway, so after we get that bone there, the dog will no longer just attack us he'll be so busy focusing on a bone. Actually, I've never really inspected the bone before. Does it have anything interesting? No? Not me? Okay. I think we can actually do this before time runs out. So, I'm gonna be going a little bit faster now. So now that the doghouse is open, if we inspect it with the Game Boy Horror, we get a little vortex thing. Ah, dang it, I missed it. Actually, if you hit the X button at the right time, you can get like a little funny thing. We cannot do it anymore at the moment because, you know, just came through. I believe this one? No. Here? Nope. Here. Oh, that was the wrong one. It was this one. What? One of these graves has a heart in it, ironically enough. There we go. Jeez Louise. Yes, after wiping out all the ghosts here, the gravestone in the middle starts to glow. For the love of Pete, thank you. Oh, that is refreshing. Anyway, so we approach this gravestone and get a really ominous zoom in. Okay, say hello to one of my two favorite ghosts in this game, Bogmire. Um, Basically, what you want to do with Bogmire is whenever light is suck up one of these shadows, and whenever the lightning strikes, geez Louise, this is actually a lot harder whenever you're commentating. Oh no. Yeah, so you want to suck up one of his shadows, and then hit him with it whenever the lightning, because whenever the lightning strikes, he'll appear. The bigger the silhouette you hit him with, the the longer he'll stay stunned. Which I think I'm gonna want to hit him with the biggest ones I can find. That way I can get to him. Okay. I know you kind of derp for a moment. Okay, so I think the game will always try to get his silhouette in view, or like his his actual shadow in view. Dang it. He is arguably actually still one of the harder bosses to get a gold rank on, just because of how much stuff he throws at you. I am getting a silver rank on this for sure. It's just weird. I've gold ranked this so many times before, and I guess live commentary actually does screw with how good someone is at a game. Not gonna blame that entirely. I probably just not playing that well because I'm not playing that well, but you know. Did I open up that chest? Oh, I can always get it in the next area. So after defeating Bogmire, we get another key. I had to go and do something again. Oh well. Luigi, can you hear me? Good to hear you're still okay. I lost your signal when that lightning struck. That was some battle you had there. How How does he see what we're doing if he loses the signal every time something happens? Why don't you come back to the lab? What, you think lightning damaged the Poltergeist 3000? Don't worry about it. If the lightning cooked your goose, your Poltergeist 3000 wouldn't have a scratch. Okay, I still gotta go and do something, but I will start up this scene again. Okay. It more than likely will be done by the time I get back, but oh well. Okay, yeah, just like I figured it was done by the time I got back. Good news is I think the video is still going. So I can still get this done before the phone just shuts the video off. Okay, so the ghost we've cut here, that is, oh man. I still can't really tell if that's bronze. I'm going to assume those are bronze. I don't think it did too good. Gonna be 100% honest here. Mr. Lugs, that's what the fat guy's name is. So we found 3 sapphires, 3 rubies, or 2 rubies, 3 emeralds, and one diamond. And another thing. Okay, well, one moment. Okay, so with all of that done and like 4 different things that I had to get up and do mid-recording, we are done with Area 2. So, I will see you guys in the next video whenever we go on to Area 3. Goodbye. Just have to move this.